Good morning, Guardians. Ebontis here. Gonna do your Challenge of Elders solo run-throughs. Starting here with my Titan today. Got modifiers of Berserk and Chaff, so keep your head on a swivel and stuff that's coming to you definitely won't flinch, so definitely shoot it in the face, as always. And Grenade Kill bonus is our modifier today, so my build this morning for my Titan is going to be Sunbreaker, going to be running with Simmering Flames, and going to have Thermite grenades, and that's pretty much it. Everything else should be pretty straightforward. Anything you've got that will build grenades. I've got Final Duty here. It's got Grenadier on it. I've got a machine gun with one man army. And then we've got 1,000-yard stare. This one is going to be for bosses, so I can pump some damage into them. Got a little triple tap on there, so that's pretty much the build. Mostly primaries to build grenades if possible. Machine gun as well if you've got one-man army. Grenadier, same thing with a sniper rifle if you got those and you got to mix up your shots. Also a good thing as well. But yeah, pretty much going for as much grenades as possible, so let's get to it. Alright, so round one is going to be the Wretched Knight. Pretty straightforward fight. Sniping him, just put damage into him, it's pretty easy. Honestly, just look for the two wizards between each round. Once those are down, if you stay towards the door, the rest of the enemy should come to you, and just try and use your grenades as efficiently as possible. Alright, so once you come out, look for the wizards first. If you can get some of these guys to line up, sometimes they'll do it for you just like that. If they stop in a group, it's perfect. Doesn't always get to work that way. If they really line up like that, that's going to be pretty hilarious. But they don't always get to do that. But save your grenades where you can, and then as soon as you see a wizard, go for those. It's always good to take those out quick. Seems to pull the rest of the guys down to you. Then if they start lining up here out of this cavern, pick them off that way as well. Now there's another wizard floating around somewhere that I have yet to see. There he is. Alright, so machine gun on the wizard. Takes him out pretty fast. Couple grenade shots, precision kill. And if these guys are roaming far away, you can go for the grenade kill if you get lucky. If you don't waste too much time. Again, remember time is an important factor just because when you're by yourself, it is hard to get all of this right. So grab any ammo along the way, then come up here, we'll do damage. It's close to 1,000 every round. I seem to hover right around there depending on how it goes. Come up here and just start pumping damage into him. Takes about 8 shots with a sniper rifle to do the next reinforcement wave. As long as it's a high impact sniper rifle and you hit him in the head. Once you get him there, put a couple more shots in. That way that next wave comes closer and sooner when you're ready for it. Enemies will become another door shortly. Grab any ammo you can. If you got a wizard on your butt like that, get in hiding pretty quickly. Take those guys out. Try and find that other wizard. There we go. Alright, wizards are down. Try and get these guys all isolated here. Now they're probably going to start coming down here, so you can start lining them up, which is always fun. And that's definitely not all, so yep, here they come. Alright, oh, got some stragglers over here on this side. Now if you run something like Fusion Grenade, you might have a few more direct kills, but honestly, you're probably not going to get as many grenade kills as a Titan if you don't run Thermite, just because this thing can wave through a few of them at a time. So, if you can line them up like that, get a couple damage shots in there. Alright. Pull up damage here. Again, about 950, something like that. It's not going to be the most stellar wave, but we'll see how it goes. And as you did damage earlier, there's those 3 shots in 5, you'll be pretty much ready to go. Don't go too far on this third wave with damage. It always seems to take less than the rest for some weird reason. Can't explain it, but it just seems to. Yep, come out here, try and pull as many guys as you can. And just start lining up what you can where you can. Depending on where those wizards are at. Give those guys a second to build. It's always nice to give them a chance to get into groups. The wizards want to come over here. Take those out quick. They just seem to hurt more than you'd think sometimes, and that damage starts to add up from them. I'll take the kills where I can get them. We have a few start to come down here. Come on, I know that grenade's coming. There we go. Alright, now it's kind of that queue. Unfortunately with Chaff, you won't know if they're all gone, or standing right next to you for that matter. Grab your ammo. Your score is another good way to check. About 2,800 again. About 950 around. See, that one only seems to take like 6 to get that next wave, so don't overdo that wave, and that way you don't pass a wave of enemies. That'll definitely hurt your score more than anything else you can probably do. So definitely keep that one intact. And then once you've got the damage going out, then look for those wizards. Looks like I've got one over on the right, one right here in front of me. Alright, wizards are down, a little more manageable now. Try and catch a few of those guys. Get a shot on the straggler. And now they're going to start coming to you. Try and group them up. Easier said than done, of course. But sometimes they'll do it for you. There you go. They're going to start coming down now as well. Alright. I think we are pretty good. Looks like I thought there was one more. Alright, 36. Yeah, pretty consistent on the math here. Last wave of damage. Last wave of enemies coming as well. If I could hit him, it'd be awesome. Now, on this last wave, this will be the last round. Keep pumping damage into him till you have him extremely low. That way, when it comes time to kill him, it really only takes like 1 or 2 shots and you'll be ready to go. Just saves last on that final time, because that's when time deductions are going to start happening, and it's just best to have him down pretty quickly. So wizards, always good to find those pretty early if you can. Get that shield down before he runs away, which he did. Oh, come on, get over here. And then the joys of trying to line these up. Where is he? Might pull out my sniper for that one, just because it should be a little easier. There we go. And you should still have a decent amount of enemies coming to you, so just let them come. They're either going to hide, whatever they're going to end up doing. Should take some damage that way. There you go. Occasionally you do have to punch, just because my health was a little low there. Don't really want to risk it at this point, because we're pretty much at the end. Take that grenade where I can, and that one, and straggler here. He might have walked into it, he might not have though. And then the ones that jump down, the unsuspecting guys, let them jump into your grenade. Precision kills, and you should get ready to wrap this one up. Not the most profitable on points this round, unfortunately. Could have been better. Also would be better if I didn't fall down and probably would miss my time there. And there's the time. Yep. So 4,600 out of that first one. Victory. Pretty straightforward though, guys. It's really not like a tough round or room. Just, you know, try and combine anything you can. Of course, if you're running with other people and you guys can share grenades back and forth and energy and things like that, that's a good thing to do as well. So just try and take out those wizards. The rest of the acolytes will at least come to you, and that way you don't have to worry about Chaff and guys floating around the map waiting to get there. Fallen is next. Alright, so round 2 is going to be the Pilot Servitor. This is pretty straightforward for Fallen. No taken here. Main thing with him, he's got bouncy grenades, so keep your distance, and sometimes those things will just very luckily bounce to you, so careful of those. Other than that, he's a pretty bad shot, so just keep your distance and snipe him. I like to head to the left over here first. You've got a decent group of enemies that come out of this door. See if you can stop them with some grenades. Get them cooking first. You're going to have some regular vandals and some melee vandals that come out. So if they don't go down from your grenades, which apparently none of those wanted to, you can at least get some precision shots. You'll have a lot of guys here in the middle after that, then it's just trying to track down where you can get kills. A lot of this is potentially going to be precision. It just depends on how the guys line up for you more than anything, really. There you go. Grenades are a great thing to use on shanks because you can't get precision kills on them, and they just go down a little quicker than some of the vandals will, so it's an efficient way to take those guys out. Just try and line it up the middle, possibly. And here again, one of those times where you want to watch out for those bouncy grenades. Keep your range and distance. Those things will actually do a little more damage than you'd expect. I've died almost, it feels, randomly just from one of those things, so they're more powerful than pretty much I usually ever give them credit for. Yeah, those little things hurt so much more than you would ever guess. It's really weird. Well, that's what I would call a giant waste of a grenade because it doesn't travel down the hill. But he's coming up. This Vandal. Alright, so those melee Vandals are probably the only thing when it comes to actually Berserk that you'd have to worry about here. Just because if they're swinging at you, they're not going to stop. You can't hardly make them flinch. And then once you've got reinforcements coming, take a break. See if you can pull these guys down this tunnel to you. And if you get double grenades running, especially the Vandals, those will go down. Which is nice, helps you a lot. And come over here and pick up some ammo. So once the Vandals are down, you'll start to see some shanks up here, depending on which direction they want to come to you. Again, try and line those guys up. Not always the easiest thing in the world to do, especially if they're going to sit down there, but if you get down here on lower ground, rotate the map a little bit, they can kind of get them to work. See if I can get all three of those. That's 1, 2, and there's 3. Alright. Shanks especially good for getting points, especially from grenade kills. Got a lot of guys out in the middle, so I'm going to chunk that one straight up the pipe there. Work on some of those guys out in the front zone. And then start trying to pick some of these guys off. Again, be careful as the boss is nearby. Those bouncy grenades will come up here and start to tear you up. So, if you got to move around, practice that Titan skating. Figure out where the boss teleported to, and then see if you can pull some of these guys down. The thing about Berserk, actually, which can-ish work in your favor, is you're going to pull the guys to you, actually, once you get into an accessible area. So they tend not to jump up to this open area here in the front unless they're there in the first place. But if you can pull them up here, sometimes they will. But either way, if you can pull them up here, then you're in good shape. Then sometimes you just have to find the boss, which audio cues are one thing. He's on top of me now, which is a problem. So back off, keep your distance. As I said, he's not the best shot in the world. And then keep your damage going. Again, I missed one in there, but those reinforcements should be coming soon. Don't do too many on this next wave. And then start pulling the Vandals to you. Now, sometimes those Vandals will... they'll run off, unfortunately, that first trio. It's like if you're not close enough, they go down these stairs, and then you have to come back and find them. It's a little less fun that way. But if he wants to sit there and take a grenade, that's fine. I'm not going to argue. Oh, we've got some shanks. Those are good cannon fodder in the world of targets. Yep, keep those grenade kills coming. I've also got an artifact on that will give me orbs from getting solar kills. So again, if you've got anything like that, another beneficial time to use it. If they want to line up like that, it's perfect. Gotta love those situations. And then just keep getting your precision kills on the ones that you can't get to. Yeah, punch him in the face if he really gets close. Not doing too shabby here at the moment. These guys are going to start to come up this hill. Let them take their damage. As I said, the melee guys are going to be berserking, so they're definitely going to come to you. I wanted that precision kill. Melee Vandal, of course, doing his thing. Wow. Actually hidden, but didn't hit him. Fine, just die, it's fine. Alright, go find the boss, and keep going, because of course time is working against you here. This is not going to be the most stellar in the world of points, I don't feel. And again, as I said, this section, this middle one, the reinforcements just seem to come a little quicker. Well, I got the 3 Vandals in the back, but the other Vandals are on the move, so I'm going to go ahead and get on the move so I can try and build up my grenade energy again and pull some of these enemies out. Now, one of the places you can go to is this tunnel right here. If you can pull the guys down in here, it actually, as you can see, works fairly well. Depending on how they want to go down, but yeah, there's different areas you can try and funnel the damage to. Sometimes they'll walk into it, or stand there and wait for it. I'm not going to argue when it happens, but it's just funny when it does. Oh. Yep, those melee Vandals are going to be aggressive, so watch out for them. Sometimes they seem to get stuck on these walls too, which cracks me up, but they do. Got some shank damage going down out there. What I need to do is turn around and actually pull these guys off the wall and see if I can throw a grenade at them this way. Just like that. Apparently jumping up in the air causes them to move backwards. That's the Berserk Kryptonite jumping in the air. Oh no! Not really. Just joking. Alright, now we got a couple stragglers over here somewhere. Trying to get to about 15,000 for this round, just so I'm in decent point situation going into the last round. Usually you can get, times 1, times 2, times 3, so you can usually kind of do 5, 10, and 15. Reinforcements should be coming any second. This is also going to be... where'd he go? Oh, come on. Seriously? At least I've got ammo out here, but where'd he go? He's down here. Alright. Had to find him. So once you get to this last wave of reinforcements, you can again pump the damage into him so he's very close to being taken out. Also, by standing here in the middle, you're going to pull... I probably won't fire one more. That might actually kill him. Alright, so you're going to have a bunch of Vandals going out the middle. So have fun cooking those for a little bit. You're going to have the melee guys going everywhere. And then at this point, just building grenade energy back up. And just trying to find a way to funnel these guys to you in some way, shape, fashion, or form. Shanks, of course. Nice cannon fodder if you can pull them together. I think they're mostly around here, actually, right now, too. Nice. Nice. Keep them coming. Got some orbs. Beautiful. Alright, so time deductions are starting to happen now. So it's almost more important to make sure you do actually, for one, get your kills, but two, get the boss down quickly. You're going to have some stragglers, of course. I think there's the other entire group of enemies I was missing. Come on. Get some kills that way. Oh! That's not fun. A little cheap, personally. Just warping straight to me. Well, what are you going to do? Again, trying to get these grenade kills, but losing points at the same time. I should get about 1,000 out of him, so I should get over 1,500. And again, just start trying to cook what you can here. Get a couple grenade kills. Finish the last few stragglers off. I think I've got like one dude. Boss is over here on the right. I can hear him. And that's it. Alright, so 15-8. Yep, so that's kind of what I was going for. Grab any ammo that's around. Make sure you're stocked up. Actually, I'm doing pretty good on ammo because you've got Hive again, so heavy is going to be helpful again as well. And back we go. Back to Hive. Alright, so round 3 is going to be Sylok the Defiled. Again, we're back in Hive, but this time with Taken. This is nice because the guys actually warp in, so you can use your grenades to get them in kind of more consistent groupings. And once again, you've got 2 wizards, regular Hive wizards. Take those out first, and the rest of the guys should come down to you. Taken actually seem to stay together in groups a little more, so we'll see if we can be a bit more efficient here. But again, they're going to come in, have your grenades out, try and chunk those in. You'll have these guys over here as well, and then focus the wizards down while your first grenades are doing their thing. And then once those are down, you can start chunking these down here, seeing what you can take out, and just start letting these guys come to you. Take your precision kills where you can get them. Once the wizards are down, the rest of the enemies potentially are going to either come from the side over here, or they're going to come down from the top. If they come from the top, which they do tend to like to do, just give yourself a second, build it up, and they don't tend to move away as much, so getting these kills, yeah, we got some stragglers around. Take your shots if you got to, go for precisions, and then if they want to come running to you, well, time to wipe them out. Got the last one, it looks like over there, and I think number-wise that's probably going to wrap it. So, come back in here. Now this is going to be the napalm guy. He's going to fire the napalm. If you're behind this wall, you should be okay. Just make sure you're not standing in fire taking damage, otherwise you will go down pretty quickly. If he does get the drop on you, then you can always jump over here. Kind of try and strafe the shots a little bit and keep going. As soon as he does fire napalm here, it's probably time to get out of here though. Once reinforcements start coming in, come back down here, you can chunk some grenades, and see how many guys you can line up. Wizards are going to be coming out too, so be careful. Those are going to be a bit rough at times. Their smoke especially can be a bit annoying. There we go. Wizards are done. Got these guys in front. Try and cook those buddies. Oh, come on. There's about 6 of them over there that I want to just line up in a row here. There we go. Ta-da. Watch your health and just keep going. And again, try and get your 1 precision shot if you've got to, and then use your grenade where you can to try and line up who you can. If he runs away like a big weenie, well, can't win them all. And then watch wherever the napalm falls, and then come up here and we'll pull the next wave of enemies. Whiffing a few of my shots there because he's being all angry with me. Careful of standing in the fire. It's a good way to die unexpectedly. Once the enemies start coming in, watch where you land. That fire does have some verticality to it as well. Get your machine gun out just in case, and then start chunking your grenades. You're going to have plenty of them to go through for a minute. Then watch the napalm. It can actually have some adverse effects depending on if it's actually falling down here or not. That napalm is a bit menacing over here in the corner. Trying to get what I can with my grenades. Trying to find these wizards. They're all over the place right now. There's one of them. That napalm is just sitting tight. There we go. Get that down. Get him. He's a partial. And see if we can get those guys to line up. They'll eventually work their way around that corner. This guy here will give me a grenade back. See, Mr. Wizard over here. Mrs. Wizard, I should say. Alright, that should be the last guy for this wave. Jump up here, watch the napalm. And we'll go ahead and get some damage going. If I can find him. Oh, he's over here. Yeah, he's at a weird angle at the moment. This third wave does not take nearly as much damage. It's like 5 or 6 shots. There you go, 6. So don't do too much damage after the fact, or you might pull that next wave, which you don't want to do. So just be careful you don't overdo it. And then just, yeah, start enjoying the grenades. Look for the joys that are the wizards. Wherever they are at. They seem to be over here at the moment. Maybe take out the wizard shield too. Nice. They're not happy with me at the moment. So always trying to get that line. And give me a grenade, give me a grenade. Come on, they're perfectly lined up. Nice. Perfect. One more hit. Punch in the face, maybe. Got these guys coming down. If you can wait for your grenade, it'll be more profitable. Line them up like so. Hit the last guy, and then we can go finish him off. We're at 28. 8. We'll get about 1,500 from the boss, so we will get 30,000, but just 30. So, nothing spectacular on this run, but it is definitely doable. Oh, we still got another round. Okay, good. I was like, this is pretty sad for points. There's reinforcements coming. Got double grenades. Actually somewhat low in the world of heavy ammo, but we'll see what I can do with that. Oh, now we got a lot out there. This will be fun. Again, keep trying to line these guys up. How are we doing? You gotta pull out your sniper just to drop their shield. You can. Doesn't hurt anything. Alright, so I'm definitely at 30 now. Got these guys coming down. Trying to line them up. And anybody else? How did I not get you guys there? Alright, so this will pretty much wrap it up. If I can find him. I got my triple tap to actually go into effect there. Careful of the napalm, that hurts. Jump over here again if you need that extra angle. And I'm actually out of sniper ammo, so try and get a precision shot. And that's a wrap. 32.9, basically 33k. So that'll do it, guys. Not the most glamorous of runs by any means, but in the scheme of getting stuff done, this is kind of what you got to do on this one this week. So use those grenades where you can. Looks like I lost about 3,000, so it's kind of about normal. By yourself, it's just hard to do it ultra fast, especially if you're going for the grenade kills. But yeah, make sure you're running Simmering Flame, anything grenade boost you can for your primary, just so you keep getting that grenade boost quicker. Other than that, Hive and Pilot Servitor are pretty straightforward. We've got like the easiest bosses combined, I think, together this week. So good luck, guys. Hopefully you guys get more points than I do. I'm expecting that, so leave comments and let me know what you guys get. Other than that, thanks as always for the support. Likes below are appreciated. Check out the main channel, subscribe there. Still doing my giveaways on Xur Day before the release of Rise of Iron, so stay tuned for the winner of that on Friday, and we'll keep doing that every week until the game comes out. And then maybe a few more you guys will be able to play with me. Other than that, have fun, enjoy the week, and keep tuning in for the content that's coming. Battlefield 1 open beta today as well, so I'll be putting some stuff up today about that. Have a good week. Peace.